As the investigation into the bombings in New York and New Jersey continues, it has once again raised the issue of profiling and immigration. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump said, quote, "I'm not using the term Muslim. I'm saying we will have to start profiling. I don't know if that's bad, but certainly it's not a wonderful thing, but we have a country to keep safe."
Now his son Donald Trump Jr. is comparing Syrian refugees to poisoned Skittles with this tweet that reads, "If I had a bowl of Skittles and I told you that just 3 would kill you, would you take a handful?"
And joining us this morning via Skype is Zahra, Billoo, director for the Council of American-Islamic Relations. Good morning to you. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
First, your response, if you may, to Donald Trump in that comment saying, quote, "I'm not using the term Muslim. I'm saying we will have to start profiling."
This isn't any different from what he's been saying the entire campaign trail. He wants to target an entire community based on the actions of a few. But of course, you know, we could talk about people who are white supremacists, people who come from different backgrounds, and we're not saying racially anyone. It doesn't work. It hasn't been working, and doing it more isn't going to make us safer. It will further divide us as a country.
Zahra, with the arrest of Rouhani and the attack as well as Minnesota, are you warning Muslims that they could be harmed in retaliation for these attacks?
You know, I still remember personally experiencing family members saying, please don't go outside in public, you might be attacked. And we hear that regularly from community members who say, we don't want to send our kids to school. We are worried about women who are visibly Muslim. And so we're warning people to take safety precautions. The sad thing is we've been doing that for nearly a year now.
A recent Cal State San Bernardino study showed that incidents of hate crimes against Muslims were up 78% in 2015, the highest they've been since 2001. Is that because we're in a political election year where things do seem to be ramped up on all fronts, or how else do you explain that spike?
I believe that report, like others, attributes much of the spike to the rhetoric that we're hearing on the campaign trail. Unfortunately, this election cycle has normalized hatred and bigotry in a way that we haven't seen in over a decade. People are no longer shy about being hateful. And unfortunately, that also then translates to violence against individuals and organizations.
So then let me follow up and ask you, is CAIR doing anything, making any public statements, holding any public walks, anything public to try to get in front of what's happening?
We've been doing that now for years, right? Our record of condemning terrorism predates 9/11, and anyone that hasn't heard where Muslims stand on terrorism really just doesn't know how to use a Google search engine. Beyond that, though, we're also working with interfaith partners and allies to ensure that the message that we are stronger when we work together, that an attack against one of us is an attack against all of us, gets out far and wide, not just to leaders, but also to lay people and community members.
Have you personally seen the rhetoric affect the way you live life, or your friends or your family? When you go out places, do people come up and are they ruder, or do you see some of this backlash?
One of the most frightening incidents that we experienced in the past year was the attack on the Bay Area CAIR office. Just a few months ago, someone mailed fake anthrax to our office, knowing that the impact of that would be people having to go to the hospital to get checked out, the entire building having to get evacuated. It's changed not just the way we live our personal lives, but even the way we do the business of civil rights work. We've increased security measures at our office. We worry about people staying late by themselves. And that's not unique, sadly. People are afraid to go out alone. They sometimes worry about going out at night, and Muslim organizations across the Bay Area are constantly thinking about how do we protect ourselves from an attack by a shooter, by an assailant, by someone wanting to even put something harmful in the mail targeting us.
Okay, Zahra, Billoo, I will also add quickly, it's not just people who are Muslim being targeted. Many people say it's because I look Muslim, dark skin, dark hair, full beard, maybe I'm covered. Members of the Sikh religion have also been targeted, but people thinking they're targeting someone else.
I mean, the sad thing is that people who are so ignorant that they would take what they hear or what little they know and translate that into violent action are usually too dumb to know the difference. I always remind members of my community and our friends that the first person killed in a post-9/11 hate crime was a Sikh American. And so unfortunately, you're right, people can't tell the difference, and that means that it's more than just Muslims who are being impacted by what is going on.
All right, Zahra, Billoo with the Council on American-Islamic Relations.